Hello, it's Hassan here, and welcome to my new episode 3 of my Arsenal Say. This episode, I'm going to show you all the transfers from the summer, pre-season, and all the results from the league. Starting off with the transfers, we made quite a few players come in and quite a few players went out. Starting with all the youngsters, I'm not going to say them all out, but you saw me bring them in on Regen Day, and then we brought in big players. We brought in Andreas, Spanish goalkeeper, good stats, 2-star current ability, not the best, but we needed a goalkeeper. He's a good player. If you look, we signed him for 3.5 million from Osasuna. He didn't have the best of seasons last season, 2 clean sheets, match rate of 6.56, but not too bad. Then we brought in Fabio Contral from thingy-majiggy, Real Madrid. Good, brilliant stats for left back. He can play thereabouts anywhere on the left. And brought him in for 13.5 million. Very good player. Played 11 games this season, 1 assist, 7.15 match rating. Then it went to Leandro Damião. Brought him in for 31 million. Very good stats. He's actually the league's top scorer so far, with 11 goals in 11 games. 31 million, not that quite a lot. He's on £100,000 a week, but hopefully he can be with us for the rest of his career. And Jack Cork for 10 million from Southampton. We needed another midfielder. Very good stats. Can play right back, right wing back, right midfield, centre midfield, left midfield, and defensive midfield. So thereabouts anywhere in midfield. Played for Chelsea, Southampton, Burnley, Watford, Bournemouth, Scunthorpe, Coventry. So he's had a wide range of different leagues what he's played in. So he should be a decent player. He's already played 9 games and scored 3 goals, 2 assists and 1 man at the match. 7.71 match rating. The last signing was Giuseppe Bellucci. We signed him from Catania for 6 million. Very good centre defender. As you can see, he's got a 3-star current ability. He's played 5 games this season for us, scoring 1 goal and 1 man at the match with an average rating of 7.34. He's a very good player, and I'm so pleased to have him because I had him once on one of my Liverpool saves and he was just a beast. He turned out to be the best player on the team. Players leaving now. I did let a lot of youngsters go because from the under-18s team because they only had like a 1-star potential or half-star potential. Starting off with the big players who left. Lucas Podolski left to Newcastle for 10 million. Player who wasn't really in my plans. He only played 15 games last season, scored 6 goals, but he was only a 2.5-star current ability, so I thought let him go. He was also on £120,000 a week, what's quite a hefty wage budget, so it's good to have him off. Where are we? Xavi Saviola, 2.5 million, 31-year-old Argentinian striker who we signed on a free transfer, made 8 games and 1 goal for us. I think we did well to turn over a profit with this guy because he's 31 still. He was on £40,000 a week. It's just good to have him off the wage bill as well and make a profit on such an old player. Abu Diari left on the free transfer. He had a real big injury at the start of the season, at the start of the save, and I couldn't really afford to keep him. He had a 1.5-star current ability due to his stats going down through injury. As you can see, his stats aren't the best for Sochon want to be. His physical stats have increased quite a lot because I remember his natural fitness was down to 8 and his jumping was down to 9 and his acceleration was 6. So he made significant improvement. He didn't make a single game for us last season and he only made 4 the season before. Next to leave is Nacho Monreal. He left to Liverpool for 10 million. We didn't really need him because we had Fabio Contral and Kieran Gibbs. Made 36 appearances, 2 assists and 7.13 match rating. We did lose 500k on him, but I still think 10 million was quite a lot to get for him. It was only 2.5-star current ability and 2.5-star potential. Then we loaned out Anthony Jeffrey to Dagenham and Redbridge, Chunks Anki to Crawley. We sold Nicholas Bentner to Dortmund for £6 million. He weren't in my plans either. We loaned him to Dortmund last season where he made 16 appearances, 5 goals and 1 assist. But I thought, I don't really need him now we've got Damiao, so I sold him to Dortmund again, and he's made 5 appearances, 3 goals and 1 man of the match. Then we sold Johan Juru to Liverpool for £5 million, I think it was. Yep. Another player who weren't in my plans, I've got Koscielny, Mertesacker, Vermaelen and now Belushi who can play centre defence. And I will be having players like Cole Jenkinson come back from loan at Dynamo Kiev at the end of the season because he was on a 2-year deal. He's looking good. He's looked like he's improved such a lot. This guy wasn't in my plans. He not really the best and I don't like him. I did have him on my Newcastle save a few in FM12 and he never performed, and I ended up buying him for £4 million and selling him for £500k 2 seasons later. And then we loaned Coquelin out to Stade Rennais. Sold Trevino to Inter Milan for £5 million. Another player who wasn't in my plans, we got Chamberlain, Caffola, Walcott, Teo, who can all play that on the wings. Didn't need him. He only played 3 games last season. Didn't even get a goal, assist or man of the match. Had an average rating of 6.08 or 6.80. We did lose a bit of money on him, but he was on hefty wages and it's good to have him off the wage budget. Then we loaned Christopher Olsen out to Swindon, Dan Seymour to Port Vale, Danny Butterworth to Hull, Thomas Ersfield to Crewe, Chuba Akpom to Ipswich, Danny Crowley to Port Vale, Zach Anser to Barnsley, Hector Bellerin to Peterborough, Martin Pickering to Huddersfield, Benik Afobi to Doncaster and Mohamed Deroche to Charlton. Now for all the fixtures and pre-season. We had a pretty promising pre-season. We didn't lose a single game. We did have 2 draws and 3 wins, 4 wins even. Starting off with against AZ Alkmaar. It was a 2-2 draw. Mertesacker and Damiel were the goals. Then we played ESTAC Choice. Vermaelen and Damiel were the goals. It was 2-2. Then we played FS Stars with a 5-0 win. Vermaelen with 2. Maluki with an own goal. Walcott and Wiltshire both getting 1. Then we played Doncaster with a 3-1 win. Teo, Damian and Vermaelen all getting 1. Then we played Philadelphia. 3-2 win. Jerome Sinclair, promising young player who I signed from Liverpool last season. As you can see, I only signed for 800k and his value's already gone up to 1.9 million. Yeah, so Philadelphia we won 3-2. Jerome Sinclair, Chamberlain and Walcott. Then we played Mallorca in our final game of the pre-season with a 3-1 win. Caffola, Ganby and Giroud. Then our first game of the season was against Cardiff with a 2-1 win. Damiel with both the goals. As you can see, we did have just a tad more possession, but as you can see, we had 19 shots, 8 on target, and they only had 6 shots and 3 on target. As you can see with them, players like Matthew Connolly, Zarab, Zikar, Shivi and Chris Boyd all got match ratings in the 5s. That's not what you want from a team who's not the best. Then we played Fenerbahce. Another 2-1 win. Damiel getting both the goals again. We'd have another game where we had just a tad more possession. We had 19 shots, but the worrying thing is we only had 5 of them on target. They had 9 shots and 4 on target. Then we played Swansea with a 2-0 loss. I did start Revier and Rosiski because I thought Swansea will be not the best, or quite an easy team to go against. So I started them too, and it didn't pay off. We lost. They did have 56% of the possession. They had 20 shots, 14 of them on target. We only had 7 shots and 2 on target. We played Fenerbahce again in the second leg with a 2-0 win. Damian and Walcott getting the goals. and Mertesacker getting injured. We did have 60% of the possession, 21 shots and only 3 on target. They had 9 shots and 3 on target. Then we played Hull in a 4-2 win. Damiel getting 2, Wiltshire and Ramsey. We had 58% possession, 16 shots, 7 on target. They only had 11 shots and 3 on target. Then we played Man City away with a 1-1 draw, Walcott getting our goal. We only had 3 shots, as you can see, and 1 on target. They had 20 shots and 6 on target. They had 61% of the possession. So we did hold them back a bit. We did control the ball a bit and pass it around, but I'm surprised we actually drew with them. Then a 6-0 thrashing of Atletico Madrid in the group stage. Just to let you know, I've been put in a group in the Champions League with Atletico Madrid, Celtic and Marseille. Back to the Atletico Madrid game. We won 6-0 thanks to goals from an Arteta penalty, Damiel getting 2, Cazorla getting 1, Koscielny getting 1 and Wiltshire getting 1. We had 28 shots, 11 on target. They only had 8 shots and 4 on target. We had 59% of the possession. Then we played Sunderland and we won 2-1. Jordi Classy and Belushi getting the goals. They had 53% of the possession. We only had 47%. And they did have 16 shots and 8 on target. We only had 10 and 4 on target. Then we played Man United in the Capital One Cup. We lost. It was 0-0 and we lost on penalties. We did have 44% of the possession. They had 56. They had 15 shots. We only had 7. They had 4 on target. We had 2 on target. So they really should have won. Then we had a 2-1 winner go over Chelsea. Thomas Callis own goal and an Aaron Ramsey goal gave us the win. We had 16 shots on target. No, 16 shots, 5 on target. They only had 8 shots and 3 on target. We had 53% of the possession. They had 47. Then we played Celtic with a 4-0 win. This was a result what pleased me because we were playing away from home. Jordi Classy, Aaron Ramsey, Mikel Arteta and Jack Wilshere all getting the goals. They had 6 shots and 3 on target. We had 15 shots and 10 on target. They did have more possession with 54%. We only had 46%. Then to the Everton game where we won 3-0. Damiel getting 2 and Cazorla. We had 62% of possession and 38%, so we were really controlling the game. 22 shots, 9 on target for us. 5 shots, 1 on target for them. Then we played Wigan, 4-1 win. Jack Hawk getting 2, Damiel getting 1 and Mikel Arteta getting a penalty. We had 56% of the possession, they had 44. We had 18 shots to their 9 and 10 shots of ours were on target and only 3 of theirs were. Then it went to Marseille where we won 2-1 thanks to a Walcott goal and a Steve Mandanda own goal. We did have 60% of the possession and they had 40. We had 25 shots, 15 on target. They had 7 shots and 4 on target. Then we played a thrashing of Burnley, 7-1. Mikel Arteta getting 2. Jack Wilshere getting 1. Damiel getting a hat-trick and Teo getting 1. We had 30 shots, 16 on target. 62% of the possession. They had 6 shots, 2 on target and 38% of the possession. This has got to be one of the results of the season for us because players like Damiel getting a 9.5 match rating, Wilshere getting an 8.9, Arteta getting a 9.4. Then we come off this overconfident, I think, and that didn't pay off. We lost against West Ham 2-1. They did go 2-0 up, thanks for Mariga and Carroll, but we did get one back in the 78th minute, but it wasn't enough. Sorry, just yawning. We did have 17 shots, 6 on target. They only had 6 shots and 2 on target. And 2 on target were the goals. We had 54% of possession. They only had 46. Then to Marseille game. It was where we played. It was 2-1 to us, thanks to goals from Jordi Classy and Chamberlain. We had 54% of possession, they only had 46. We had 14 shots and 7 on target, they only had 11 and 1 on target. Just 1. And then most recently, we've had a 3-2 loss against Southampton. Jay Rodriguez did take the lead, but then Santi Cazorla brought it back to 1-1. Just before half-time, Jay Rodriguez made it 2-1 again, and then just after half-time, Jack Cork made it 2-2, and then around 76 minutes, Jack Rodriguez made it 3-2 where it stayed. We did have most shots. We had 16 shots, 7 on target. They only had 13 shots and 7 on target. They had 51% of possession. We only had 49. That wraps up all the results. Now to the live com against Watford at home. I'm going to be playing my more attacking formation, only because Watford aren't the best team. They've only just got promoted. I'm going to see. I think this is okay, this team. I might have to play Jack Cork for... No, I'm going to play Geordie... No. Do I play Geordie Classy or don't I? His fitness isn't the best. I'm going to stay with Jack Cork. No, I'm going to put Geordie Classy on. Then Geordie Classy goes into ball-winning midfield role. And I'm going to take Per Mertesacker off the bench and bring Revier on. Right, so that's the team I'm going to go with. Chesney, Sanya, Koscielny, Flamal and Contral. Classy, Ramsey, Walcott, Wilshere, Cazorla and Damiel. They've gone with Jonathan Bond, Pancil, Hall, Everett, Martin Rowe, Edwards, Hogg, Wright, Dione and Martin. So I don't really know any of them players. I know John Pancil, Aaron Martin, Fitzhall, David Edwards and Chris Martin, and Manuel Almunia on the bench, and Lewis McGugan. Right. Walcott. Sanya. I've always wondered, why did they put that highlight at the start? It's really pointless. I call it the pointless highlight. Right, so come on, Damiel. Contral. Oh. Classy. Wilshere. Good run. Cross it in. Damiel, well headed. 1-0, 5 minutes gone. Best start could have wished for. I noticed with I'll get in 2-0, 9 minutes gone, Walcott. I noticed with Watford, they always try to play a passing game and build it up. They never seem to just go all attack or go all defensive. They try and pass and control. I think I have built this Arsenal team up pretty well, and I'm going to try. I don't think I will win the league this season, but I'm going to try and win it next season. I think it is possible. As long as the players... Yes, 3-0, Damiel. As long as the players actually try and don't mess up. This game's turning into a very good game. Shouldn't have played Geordie Classy. I should have just stuck with Jack Cork. I'm going to have to bring Jack Cork on now. No, bring Arteta on. Personally, I'd say Jack Cork's just a slight bit better than Arteta. Arteta's getting a bit old. He's 32 now in game. So, I'm not really looking to play him. I'm looking to play more of the younger players like Geordie Classy, Aaron Ramsey, Jack Cork, who are under the age of 25, I think. 25 or younger. Get in, Wiltshire 4-0 just before half time. Right, so I think I don't need to make any subs actually. Right, Cavola, Marlon, Koscielny. Oh, nearly a goal. Went all the way along the line. Going to make another sub. Going to take Theo Walcott off because he's picked up a knock. And I'm going to bring on... just worried about Christian Teo. He's not got the best fitness. I'll bring Teo on. Yeah. It's not the best side, but... well, it is quite a good side. In my team, Szczesny has made significant improvement. He's probably one of the best players in my team, along with Damiao. When I got him, he was only... oh, get in, Teo. Just brought him on. Yeah, same with Damiao. He was only a 3.5-star current ability, and now he's a 4.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Right, Aaron Ramsey's got injured, so I've got to bring Jack Cork on because he's the only midfielder I've got, and switch Arteta back to the ball-winning midfielder role. So 2 injuries, both my young midfielders, my first choice midfielders, Ramsey and Classy, both got injured. It's not the best then. Carnwellshire, Cavola, Cork, Cavola, Arteta, Teo, Cavola, get in, 6-0 Cavola, what a goal. Arteta swings it in. Counter out for Marlon. Koscielny. Arteta. Koscielny. Sanya. Cavola. Get in. 8-0. 7-0 even. Cavola's second goal of the game. Position I'm looking to is right back. I've got Cole Jenkinson coming back from loan at Dynamo Kiev at the end of the season. He was on a 2-year loan deal, full time, and he's looking brilliant playing for them. I'm going to look to play him as my first choice right back when he comes back, and I'm going to be looking to sell Revier because he's getting on. Sanya's going to be okay as a decent squad player really, because he can play right or left back. So can Revier, but Rivier's a bit too old now. Right, so 7-0 win. Get in. What a game. Went loads. Right, I'll just go through some of the results of the day. Arsenal beat Watford 7-0. Cardiff beat West Brom 2-0 thanks to Andreas Cornelius. Another good player. 20-year-old. Chelsea beat Fulham 2-1. Everton beat Stoke 2-1. Liverpool beat Hull 2-0. Man City beat Newcastle 4-1. Man United beat Sunderland 3-0. Tottenham drew with Swansea 1-1. And Wigan beat Burnley 5-1. That's all for this episode. Join next time. See ya.